What causes military neck or flat neck syndrome? Hi, I'm Dr. Dave Candy, and in this video, I'm going to explain what causes military neck, as well as what you can do to restore the normal curve in your neck and relieve neck pain if it is coming from a flat neck. So first of all, what causes military neck or flat neck? Well, military neck is when you have a loss of curve in your neck or a loss of cervical lordosis. Lordosis is this type of curve like that, where it's rounded this way. Kyphosis is what you see in my upper back, where it's rounded backwards. And normally you should have alternating curves of a lordosis curve in your neck going this way, a kyphosis curve in your upper back going that way, and then getting down into your lower back, a lordosis again. So it should be like an S-shaped curve going down your spine normally. But for some people, especially military people who are used to standing upright at attention with quote unquote good posture, sometimes too good a posture can be a bad thing. And if you've watched my videos or followed me for a while, you've probably heard me say that in regards to a number of things, that there's a happy medium for everything, and posture is the same thing, that being too upright is not good. And that's really what this video is about, is what happens when you're too upright and you have too straight of a spine. Now, when you see x-rays of flat neck syndrome, you usually see it in two different varieties. One way is where everything is straight and it's just a flat back all the way up and down. And usually that's associated with a flat upper back, flat lower back. It's just like a stick going right up and down. So instead of that normal S curve that you see where it alternates back and forth between lordosis and kyphosis, you just see a straight up and down spine. And that can cause problems in the lower back as well, that too straight of the lower back can put you at risk for herniated discs or other problems in your lower back as well. So being completely straight is not good. Now, the other type of flat neck syndrome or military posture that you might see is where there's a sharp curve here at the base of the neck. It's straight through there, and then there's a sharp curve at the top of the neck. So the middle part of the neck is completely straight. It's just really curved up top and then really curved down at the bottom, but you have this straight neck in between. And that's a little bit different of a treatment process than treating the completely straight up and down neck posture. So first I'm going to tell you about what to do if you have that forward head like that posture, because that's probably the more common problem, and then I'll explain what to do if you have the everything straight up and down posture. So first of all, if you have like a forward head like this, that's probably the most common cause of neck pain. And truly in that case, people will sometimes focus on restoring the curve in the neck, but you actually want to reduce the curve in the areas where it's too sharp. If you reduce the sharp curve down there and you reduce the sharp curve up there, by default, the curve in the neck, in the middle part of the neck, is going to restore. So if you do happen to have a sharp curve there and a sharp curve there, it does make sense to sit more upright with your head over top of your shoulders or ears in line with your shoulders so that everything's stacked upright. And just by doing that, by bringing your head from being in front of your body to over top of your shoulders, it's going to reduce the curve there, it's going to reduce the curve there, and it's going to increase the curve in the middle of the neck. So that's a relatively easy fix, but it's easy to fall in that habit. If you're driving in traffic and you're stressed and you've got a forward head, or if you're working at a computer and you have a forward head, it's a really common fault to fall into. And so it's good to check your posture, especially if you're working at a computer for a long period of time. Just every hour or so, do a posture check, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, sitting all the way back in the chair. If you are sitting more back in the chair and have your head over your shoulders and arms supported on armrests, that'll help you to maintain a good posture that helps keep the stress off your neck muscles. So that's the first problem. Now, what about the second problem, where everything's just straight up and down like that? The true military posture where you are just straight up and down in a line. Well, to fix that problem, it's almost the opposite treatment. That instead of sitting nice and tall like this with your head over your shoulders, you want to almost slouch your upper back a little bit. Again, you should have a little bit of a kyphosis curve in your upper back, so it shouldn't be straight up and down like this. There actually should be a little bit of a curve. So sitting back in your chair and allowing yourself to slouch a little bit. You don't want to be hunched over like that, but slouching over a little bit and allowing your back to round. And then again, bringing your head over top of your shoulders, and that'll naturally kind of restore that lordosis curve in your neck. So really the way that you fix a straight up and down curve isn't so much at your neck. It starts at rounding your back a little bit more, and then you compensate for that by rounding your neck out. So some common treatments that people look for when they're trying to restore their cervical lordosis or the curve in their neck is getting a pillow that'll help increase the curve in their neck. And that can be good in some cases, particularly in the case where you have the true military neck or straight neck where everything's straight up and down, that getting a good pillow to support the curve of your neck can be helpful there. But you don't want to throw yourself into too much lordosis. And that's the more common problem that I see when people buy those specialized neck pillows where they have kind of the curve or the hump that goes in the middle of your neck. That if you're trying to restore that curve in the middle of your neck, but you have too much curve here and too much curve there, oftentimes it just throws you into more curve up at the top of the neck where you already moved too much, and it doesn't help restore the curve in the middle of the neck. It just makes what's too curved more curved, and what's not curved enough still not curved enough. So it is good to focus on just getting a good support underneath your head, making sure the gap between your neck is filled, but not trying to force yourself up too much into lordosis. In general, just comfort is the best thing at nighttime. Getting a good pillow where you feel like your neck's well supported. Nothing's kind of hanging out without support. Your head's not tilted too far to the side if you're sleeping on the side, and your head's not pushed up too far one way or tilted back too far the other way. So pillows should just accommodate and support. They shouldn't try to actually force you into extension or try to restore your curve, so to speak. So those are my tips to help restore your curve if you do have a flat neck or military neck. So I hope you did find this helpful. Now, if you are in the St. Louis area and you need help for neck pain, just feel free to reach out to us at More for Life, and we'd be happy to help you. And if you're watching this from somewhere else, but you found the video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.